Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When our thinking process is biased, we start seeing those things which are not there. For example, a mother and her child. Every mother has this notion that her child is very intelligent. In fact, it's dumb. How? Swamiji, my son is so intelligent, he constantly keeps asking questions. So, I ask, as I say, when somebody asks questions, he is intelligent or ignorant? See? Swami, what I say? Yes, you answer my question. If somebody he keeps on asking question, he is not intelligent, he is ignorant. See? The foolishness of the child is glorified. Isn't it? To what extent? I am just telling you what is meant by biasness. There was one mother, when I went to their house, Swamiji, will you please take my baby in your lap and bless? I said, okay. But pack him properly and bring, okay? Or else that fellow may leak away. No, Swamiji, don't worry. And the child was given, and after 4 or 5 minutes I was playing, and the fragrance started coming. I said, Amma, please come. This fellow has done what he should not have done. What he thinks? Am I a bathroom or what? No, Swamiji, not possible. I said, then I have done or what? Where from the smell is coming? So, she came running and saw, Swamiji, you are really great. What? Last 3 days he has not gone. By your touch he has done. Look here. A mother glorifies even her child going to a toilet, isn't it? Because of biasness. See? Now, take the other example. When we do not like somebody or something, everything we start seeing wrong, isn't it? I have a friend in Jaipur, and he is a Sri Krishna Bhakta. He just doesn't like Bhagavan Ramchandra. And he constructed a beautiful temple, ashram kind of thing, and he took me for inauguration. So I went there. And the name of the thing is Ram Janaki Dham. Ram Janaki Dham. So I went there in the temple and everything. Naturally, by this name, whose temple do you expect? That of Bhagavan Rama. And I was searching for Rama nowhere. Everywhere Krishna, 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 Krishna. I said, hey, your Thing is, Ram Janaki Dham, not a single picture of Rama or anything. What is this Ram Janaki Dham? He says, Swami, I don't like Rama, I like Krishna. I said, then why did you name it like that? He said, what can I do? My mom and dad's name are like that. Now see, I said, why don't you like Rama? What is wrong with him? He said, what is wrong? What is not wrong? He made everybody's life miserable. First of all, he killed his father. Now see how you start looking at the things. It is because of Rama only Dasharatha died. Because of him only they have to go to the forest. Because of him only Sita was abducted. Because of him only she has to die. Because of him only the two children, Lavakusha, they were to be born in the forest. I just don't like him, okay? And the problem that he created that time in Ayodhya, now also they are continuing. They are not solved. On the contrary, look at my Krishna. See? He had no problem. He went and killed that Banasur in Pragjotishpur because he has captivated 18,000 girls and he had taken a vow that I will have 100,000 girls in my captivity and I will get married to all of them in one go to enter the guinea pig's book of records. What do you call it? Guinness book or guinea pig's book? And when Bhagavan Krishna went and he killed him, now those girls, he said, now you are free, go home. They say, why we will go home? Who will accept us now at home? Nobody will accept us. First of all, why did you kill him and relieved us? Now you take us. Bhagavan said, never mind, come on. And he got married to 18,000 girls. See, this adaptability is great in Krishna, therefore I like him. Now see, when our mind is biased, our whole life is in that light. See? Therefore, if we want to allow the Lord to express through us, what we want to do is let our mind be totally free from all biasness. See? It is only because of the biasness in our mind that we start seeing which are not there. See? It is something like this, when we start our car, I remember the Lord. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, गंगा मैया की जय, यमुना महारानी की जय, आज के आनंद की जय, हर हर नमः पार्वती वदय, हर हर महादेव. And then whosoever is driving, Arvind Maharaj ki jai, jai, jai. Now when they go with me 3-4 times, after Har Har Namah Parvati Padaya Har Har Mahadev, after that they start expecting. Now Swamiji will say Arvind Maharaj ki jai, and some I just don't say. A biasness is created in mind, is it not? See, and because of this created biasness, we start seeing the things which are not there. And this creates problem in our life. See? And then the life begins in a totally different orientation. There was a lady in probably Australia. She has been writing me emails. You know all email means what? emotional blackmail. So she was constantly writing me letters. Swamiji, my husband is like that. Now tell me, this is what he said, this is what I said. Who is right? So, once, twice, thrice. Then I told her, I said, look here, if you come to India, meet me. This is my phone number and see. So she came. And then she started telling. He said like that, she said like that. No. Now tell Swamiji, who's right? I said, look here. Do you want to dissolve the problems or me to give a judgment? See, please understand what is thinking. I said, suppose I tell that he is right and you are in front of me, so you will kill me. So in my own security, I will tell, Amma, you are right. Then if I tell you are right, what will happen? You will again become obstinate and go away from your husband. Say, don't think in this direction, who is right, who is wrong. Think in such a manner that your differences are dissolved and you start living as one. See? But this doesn't happen in our life. Why? Because biasness. And when the biasness comes, how much tragedies happen? About this biasness, to explain this to the group who was going with me to Badrinath. I was going in our bus, 28-seater bus. Big bus cannot go. Roads are very small. 2-3 buses. So I used to sit sometime in this, sometime in that bus. And I always sit in the last seat, never in the front. So that there is no problem. Who will sit in the back seat? So I go and sit. So there is no chakkar. And then somebody wants to come and sit next to me. So one girl, she says, Swamiji, can I come and sit next to you? I said, come. Don't sit on my head. You will slip and fall down. So she came and sat. And when we were sitting, she said, Swamiji, tell me something very good. I want to change my life. I am very frustrated. I always, become angry. And I don't know what is happening. I said, okay, we'll play a game. And I'll tell you. Then I said, look here. I will say Ashok, this word loudly. And then in your ear, I will simply say, without uttering a word. And you laugh. And then see what happens. So there was one young boy named Ashok. He was sitting in the front. And ha-ha-hoo going on. And then I said, then what happened? You know that Ashok? So the moment I said that Ashok, he looked behind. Then I just put my mouth near her ear. She started laughing. Then I was looking at him, she was looking at him, then looking at me, and again laughing. And that's it, we kept quiet. After some time, she says, Swamiji, I'll go and sit with my friend. Okay, I said, go. See, well, now that Ashok was full of shock. What was happening? Why? Then he could not hold. Finally, he got up. And the bus is going. And he came slowly walking. Swamiji, will you mind if I sit here? I said, no, you can sit. Now she was sitting, you can sit. Only thing, don't eat my head, okay? She has eaten. At least you don't eat. I don't know what all these girls were talking. Now that made him more suspicious. Swamiji, excuse me, what you were telling about me to her? She was laughing so much. I said, I didn't say anything. No, you told her something, I have seen. I said, when I had told, you should hear or see. You don't see somebody telling, you hear somebody telling, is it not? No, but I have seen with my own eyes. I said, are you snake? Snakes can see and hear with the eyes simultaneously. No, then why she was laughing? I said, you ask her. I was not laughing. He got so disgusted. Okay, I'll ask her. And when he went, then I started laughing. Then he went to her. Tell me what Swamiji was telling you. Why you were laughing? No, Swamiji didn't tell me anything. Then why did he laugh? He said, well, it's my choice. I'll laugh, I'll cry. I don't know, there is something fishy about it. And till we stopped the next halt, he was most miserable. See, friends, this is how we make our life. We start, I just imagine, I think this person is not good. If you do not know who is he, stop there. I don't know who is there, but I think he is a cheat. Where from the cheat is born? See? Papi sarvatra papam ashankate. In Sanskrit, there is a proverb. A sinful person sees sin everywhere. See? If I have a habit of lifting things from somebody's house, if somebody will come to my house, I will always think, देखो कोई उठाया तो नहीं? Why? Because I am of that type. See? One day, one person came and asked me, Swamiji, these ashrams and all that, how do they run? I said, they run on petrol. No, please tell seriously. I said, they run on the donations given by the people. How much is the expenditure? I said, per day maybe about 80,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs per day. My God, so much of expenditure per day? Yes. And so much donation? I said, yes. I can't believe. So many people can give so much of donation? I said, don't believe. But I said, why don't you believe? Do you think I am telling you lies? No, I can't believe this. Impossible. People giving donation in lakhs? Then I asked him, excuse me, how much donation you have given in your whole life? Not a pie. Now think, a person who has never given 1 paisa donation can never think others can give donation. See? We look at the world from what we have accepted ourselves to be. On the basis of this, Bhagavan Sri Krishna will tell us something. Once I was in one of the places in Uttar Pradesh, UP. UP is called as Uttar Pradesh, but actually it is a Ulta Pradesh. In India we call it Ulta Pradesh. There is no Uttar, there is only Prashna. All problems are there. So, that is a Hindi speaking state. So I was there and talking to my friend. And I was talking to him in English, he was talking to me in Hindi. Now I understand both the languages. My friend understands both the languages, no problem. There was a third person, singular, but plural size, huge. He was standing there, he looked at me, he came near me. Hey Babaji, are you Hindu? He was talking in Hindi. Are you Hindu? I said, yes. Why are you talking in English? Talk in Hindi. So when I looked at his size, Durjanam Prathamam Vande. So I started talking to him, my friend in Hindi. क्षमस्व, इसके पश्चात मैं केवल हिंदी भाषा में ही वार्तालाप करूंगा. What are you talking nonsense? Because pure Hindi he doesn't understand. He understands only khichdi Hindi, which is mixed with Urdu, Farsi, and every language. Then I kept quiet. He said, okay. If you are a Hindu, you must talk only Hindi, no English. So I said, okay. Then let us shake hand. So he took my hand. And he squeezed so badly as if he has taken away my hand. And I was shouting, oh God, stop it. That time, that Ravana, ha. See, takat chahiye. Now tell me, a person who is physical body oriented, he looks at the world only from the physical body point of view. He cannot think more than that. A person who has given importance for money, he will look at the world, that the world is poor and rich. Because his importance is to the money. I am a poor person, I am not rich like you. He is also conditioned by money. The other person says, I can buy 100 temples like this. What do you think? He is also influenced by the money only. See? When I consider myself to be of a very, very great character. What is a great character? I have never smoked cigarette in the temple. Then outside, yes. And if somebody does that, he is bad because I am good. Friends, Atmaupamena Sarvatra. We look at the world, what we have accepted ourselves to be. When I consider myself to be an intelligent person, I look at the world. World is too intelligent and dumb. See? If I consider myself to be a religious person, the world is materialist and religious. See? There was one girl, now she is married, almost 10-15 years. When she was to be married, her parents saw a good boy and she refused. Very good boy he was. So the parents told Swami, you tell she doesn't listen to us, she listens to you. I was talking to her, I said, hey, tell me, what are the bad things in that boy? Is he a drunkard? No. Does he smoke? No. Does he take non-vegetarian? No. Does he go in gambling? No. Does he go to the clubs? No. Does he go for any disco? No. Is he earning very well? Yes. He comes from a good family? Yes. Now tell me what is bad in him. Does he look like a monkey? No. He looks like a human being? Yes. What is wrong? Swamiji, he is not spiritual. I say, what does it mean? He has never gone to Gita classes, he never goes to the temple, he never does japa, he is not spiritual. I said, my dear darling, who told you you are spiritual? Because you go to Gita class, because you go to the temple, you are spiritual. A spiritual person will see everyone spiritual, not a sinner. See, friends. But our spirituality is comparison. And based on this principle, the whole world is suffering. We don't try to understand each other, misunderstand. And when that misunderstanding overpowers us, we don't hesitate even to teach the elders, like Arjuna did. And he started teaching Dharma Shastra to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. He was arguing, how can I kill my grandfather? How can I kill my guru? Is it not a sin? And you are telling me to kill? I don't think it is right. What Bhagavan Sri Krishna understand what is dharma? See, he was not educated like Arjuna. You know? And as a result, he starts talking all nonsense. Now to that nonsense talking Arjun, Bhagavan also gives the reply in the same language which he can understand. And he tells Mr. Arjun, listen, you are talking wisdom, but in a wrong context. See, pradnya vadanscha bhashase, these are the words. Talking wisdom means what? Talking wisdom means behaving like a fool. And who is a wise person? Wise person is he who understands others, not misunderstand. And if our power of understanding others comes up, understand, we have really grown spiritually. Otherwise, everywhere. Now, whenever some people, yesterday I told you, whenever some people come and tell Swamiji, I want to talk to you personally, individually, nothing. Only the garbage can opens, He is like that, she is like that. Nobody wants to change ourselves. Everywhere the same thing. Once I was in US and they have asked me this question, Swamiji, you are teaching Gita and Vedanta to the audience in United States. What is the difference that you see as compared to India? The Americans are always arrogant. I said, yes, here it's a big problem for me. How to teach these intelligent Americans, Because in India, people see with the eyes. In America, people see with the ears, In India, people eat with the mouth. In America, people eat with the injection, Difficult to teach them, In India, people think with the mind. In America, people think with the foot. Like that. Very difficult to teach. In India, people have a headache in the head. In America, people have headache in the stomach. Very difficult to teach. Somebody, what are you telling? I said, what do you think America? Please remember, the human problems always remain the same in the total history of humanity. And what are those problems? Problems are indisciplined thinking. See? Normally we imagine, because I have thoughts, therefore I am a thinker. No. Because you have money, you are not rich. If you have money and you give that money for a noble cause, then you are called as the rich person in the society. If you have a lot of money, you don't give one pie to anybody, you are called as kanjus. See? In the same manner, because we have thoughts, we can argue. That doesn't mean we are wise, we are otherwise. Therefore, friends, Bhagavad Gita tells us only one thing, that man, change your thinking pattern. Unless our thinking process changes, our life will not change. Now see what was happening. Arjuna's argument, if you see in the first chapter of Gita, is so solid and beautiful. It will appear as if Bhagavan Sri Krishna has compelled him to fight. See? But Arjuna didn't understand that in what context he was talking. The context to the reference must be perfect. Then only the statements are meaningful, otherwise not. So, the problem before Arjun was, how do I kill my grandfather? Now be very attentive. How could I kill my grandfather was a objection and a doubt raised by Arjun. Do you think Bhishmacharya was a fool? He did not have this doubt. How do I kill my own grandson? Now between the two, will you say Arjun was better than Bhishmacharya? See? Then what was the difference? Difference was, Bhishmacharya knew on the battlefield there is but one relationship, and that is the warriors fighting as enemies. Now if you remember this relationship, there will be no doubt, there will be no confusion. Now apply this in your day-to-day life. See what a change it will come. For example, there is a doctor and he is expert, let us say, in appendicitis. He has been so expert that he can just put his finger straight away, take out the appendix and throw it away. So expert. Now, his own son was to be operated, so he was on the operation table. Now, he has been doing it for so many times. But when the patient became a son, the doctor disappeared and a father bore. The moment the father was born, where? Near the operation table. When the father is born, he will never be able to do the operation perfectly well. See? This is the crux of Bhagavad Gita. When we are standing before the Lord doing the Aarti, Puja, that time who we are? That time we are the devotee of the Lord. And this is the only relationship which is common. All other relationships are only the roles that we have to play. See? Suppose I am at home with my wife. So, at home, I am her husband and she is my wife. Therefore, I have to listen to her. Okay? Now you go to the office and you have got the same business, same work under the same roof. But there you are the boss. And she is one of the employees. That time, don't behave with her like a husband. Behave like a man. You know how the husbands behave? Behave like a man. But there also, if you start behaving like a husband, then you have not understood the glory of life. See? Therefore, friends, Bhagavad Gita tells us, remain all the time aware that you are playing different roles in this world. See? And every role you have to play perfectly well. How important it is. And if you understand this principle, then you will never have any misunderstanding in your life. The other day, in Bombay this happened. One person came and asked me, Swamiji, sometime, this, some people come to our house and all that, and then they go on talking this thing, that thing, and sometimes I become very disturbed and angry. I don't know what I should do. I said, you should take a cup of tea and drink and remember me. Then you will not get disturbed. No, tell me some real technique. I said, look here. I call your wife as mom, isn't it? Yes. So when I call your wife as mom, does it mean that I don't love my mother? See? In the same manner, when we in our transaction of business, talking here and there, we say something, that doesn't mean that the original relationship is gone. No, it is still there. But when we don't want to understand, then nobody can help us. See, if somebody is sleeping, you can wake him up. If somebody is not sleeping, you cannot wake up, because he is not sleeping. In the same manner, in our life, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, what for we are born man in this earth? To suffer in English or to suffer in Hindi? You know the difference between the suffering in Hindi and English? The English suffering you all know, expert. Hindi suffering I do. Suffer means traveling. On Dubai airport, there is one Safar restaurant. So when you are having, transit, so you can go to that Safar restaurant and eat free, whatever you want. When I was coming, all dead animals, my God, I said, what will I eat there now? So, we are in this world for only one purpose, and that is celebrate life at every moment and never calibrate life at any moment. Our life is a calibration. What is the calibration? I have done this thing, now you do this. See, this is the Western lifestyle. Husband is supposed to wash the dishes. Why? Wife has cooked. You will not understand this, because in this country you have got servants. You go to the overdeveloped countries, then you will see the place of the husband is near the washing dishes, all the time washing dishes. So it is so simple, and we have got a dignity of labor. It is not a dignity of labor, it is the Jabardasti, Majburi ka naam Mahatma Gandhi. So once you take this view of life, we are here to celebrate life. Every moment must be the best moment. Now for that, whatever is to be done, should be done. Now one thing. Try this. This I have tried in my life and it has helped me. I tell you, when I was studying Gita, I used to be extremely agitated because of my biasness against people of other faith. These are bad people. And the moment that negative thought will come, I was never able to study. And one day I was so disgusted, I just stood before the Lord and prayed, "Oh Lord, please bless me with one thing. I don't want anything in this world." And what was that? Let me not have hatred for anybody, even in my dream, even once. That is the only thing. Wherever I have gone to any temple, any god, this is the only prayer I have done. Friends, it has helped me. Hatred is like what? Some girl is beautiful, very nice, 36, 24, 36. One day, one person phoned me, Swamiji from USA. Swamiji, I want to talk to you on your landline. Please tell me your landline number in Bombay. I said, that is my figure. What is that figure? I said, 24 36 36 01. What is that? I said, that is my figure. 24 36 36 and 1. Ekameva advitiya. So, most beautiful girl. But she has got a patch of leukoderma, one spot. All her beauty points are cancelled, isn't it, because of one spot? Same way, we may have everything, but if we have got one negative point called as hatred, this is the source of all the miseries in life. Contrary to that, if you replace it with divine love. Now the second thing, try this, it will help you. Have full firm conviction that in our life, other than the Lord, nobody comes. Nobody comes in our life except the Lord. Try, give it a chance. I'll tell you how it has helped me many times. Recently, last year, I landed in Germany at Hamburg airport. And I had only pounds. 10 pounds, 20 pounds, currency notes. And there, you have to put the euro coin, then only you can take the trolley. Daridri. Unlike here in India, you just can't take one trolley. You have to put money, then only you can take. Now, I didn't have that particular coin. So I went to the vending machine, put my thing to get the change. Change came again in notes only, no coin. I said, my God, now. Then I went to one or two places, they said, no, we don't have. I was very disgusted, my God. Now I'll have to make 2 trips. Go, take the things, put outside, give to my friend, again come back. How will I carry 2-3 bags at a time? And when this was happening, one porter, he saw. And in German he said, because what he was talking I didn't understand. And he doesn't know anything except German language. He took out from his pocket money, 1 euro, put into that card, unlocked it, gave it to me. And when I gave him 5 pounds, I said, take this thing. No, enjoy, go. Who came there? Mother, father, your religion, your God. See, have this clear understanding. The Lord comes in our life in any disguise. Nobody comes in our life. Have this firm conviction. Then you will see your vision will totally change. And is it not that is what we are doing? See, here you see the the flooring, etc. is made of marble. These things, tables, they are made of marble. And the Lord is also made of marble. But do you get that bhav of Lord Rama when you look at the walls? No. But when you look at his idol, his vigraha, you get that bhav because you have trained yourself that in this particular vigraha, the Lord Rama is sakshat sitting. When we can train our mind to see the divinity in a stone idol, can't we try that? To see the divinity in his creation? See, this is the purpose of our life. Now see what happens. When you go and stand before any idols or statues on the roadside or anywhere, and you come and stand before the statue of Lord Rama, what happens inside? See? And why happens inside? What happens inside? You discover peace, joy, happiness, security, love, fulfillment, and to be in the care of a loving hand. Don't you feel? Now what is the reason? The reason is because we have respect and reverence for the Lord. Those who do not have respect and reverence for the Lord, they will not have this experience. They will come and break the idol. See, therefore friends, Bhagavad Gita tells us, look outside, but keep your attention inside. See, when I look outside at a person and imagine, because I don't know who is he or she, and I imagine, I think he is a cheat. So where is the cheat? Not outside, he is inside. When I see a young boy and girl talking, once somewhere it happened, I think in Australia, I went for some garden like that or some public place. And there was one old couple, my friend's parents have come. So they said, Swamiji, you come with us. I said, okay, we went. And now there, one Indian boy and a girl, they were going hand in hand like this. Now this old man, Swamiji, see, these Westerners have, उनको तो शर्म नहीं है, अपने Indian को उनको भी शर्म नहीं है. I said, why do you think, uncle, like this thing? They could be brother, sister, they could be friends. Why you have to think in a negative manner? No, but this is wrong. I said, what is wrong? Don't think in this negative. You will yourself destroy. Why don't you see beauty everywhere? Are you here to judge people? Even God judges after death, not while alive, isn't it? God never judges anybody till he is alive. He gives you a chance. Come on, try to improve. So don't judge people like that. And when we are just going, those two boy and girl, they turn. And they happen to know me. Are you Anubhavananda? I said, yes. Swamiji, we are from Pune and we have seen you when we were children. We have attended your camps and you have come to our house for food. And he is studying, he is my elder brother and he is doing medicine and I am doing engineering. And once in a month we decide, we come here, spend a day, and then he goes to his hostel, I go to my hostel. Now this Buddha who was with me. Now see, papi sarvatra papam ashankate. Why should we think negative? When we think negative, we destroy our peace. This is what Arjuna did. He started thinking negative. And what Bhagavan Sri Krishna did? Only one thing. He corrected his focal length. Arjuna did not do karma yoga. Karmanyevadhikaraste mahaphaleshu kadachana. He didn't do that. Arjuna did not do meditation. Shucho deshe pratisthapya sthiramasanam. He didn't do that. Arjuna did not take the mala in the hand, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Yuddha hai, war is there, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. He didn't do that. He did not study Bhagavad Gita. Isn't it? Then what happened? Only one thing. He had an error of judgment. And what was the error? Error was, when he is in front of the enemies, He is only fighting for a cause. Now see the difference? Now apply this principle everywhere in life. Therefore, only one thing we have to correct in our life. We have to remember at a given time what we are. See, now here we are all sitting together. And I suppose I see some of you. And after looking at you, some of you, I remember my mother. Because she also looks exactly like you. And then I get emotionally carried away. Meri mummy, kya kar rahi ho? What for I am here? I am here for giving lecture. Now delete mummy till your lecture is going on. See? Afterwards you have whole night to cry. But now don't take somebody else's time. In the same manner, we all have to play so many roles in life. See? Like in the morning you go, suppose you are going by car and you see a policeman. So that time you are playing a different role. So that time he is your boss and you have to submit. You should never argue. Because that is the role. You may be anybody, it doesn't make any difference. The moment you understand this principle, you will never have any problem in your life. You know what will happen as a result? We will have free time and energy for something higher. Yesterday I told you what is something higher. In this life and in this life alone, we have to discover our essential, conscious, blissful existence. And for that, Bhagavan Sri Krishna begins, yesterday I told you, प्रसादे सर्व दुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्न चेतसो याशु बुद्धि पर्यवतिष्ठते. The one who is of a cheerful disposition, he alone can think of God. And at the end, in the 18th chapter, what Bhagavan says? He says, Brahma bhuta prasannatma na shochati na kankshati Samaha sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labhate param. Brahma bhutaha, the one who is on the path of evolution, the first sign is prasannatma, is ever cheerful. See, this has been again and again emphasized. Please remember this principle. There is nothing in this world that can justify yourself being miserable. When I said like this thing in Bombay, there was one lady. After the lecture was over, she came as if wanting to catch my collar. That is why my shirt doesn't have any collar. You can't catch. Swamiji, what is there for you to say? Be happy, be happy, be happy. Get married and show us how to be happy. Meaning, marriage is a license to be miserable or what? See, why we become miserable in marriage? Because we refuse to understand each other. There is no other reason. What is required is both of them have to change their focal length. See, Bhagavad Gita has come in your house. Therefore, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. And once you take up this as the business of your life, under any set of circumstances, refuse to be miserable. See? If somebody has done a mistake of asking you a question, how is your health? No, don't torture him. Sit down, sit down. And then start, No, he has done a mistake, it's okay. But you fire, how are you? I am on the top of the world. But your word must carry that meaning also. How are you? Top of the world. No. Then you will start seeing when you go on the top of the world, small differences disappear. Now take your own life, your childhood, some events because of which you are fighting with your brother, with your sister, with your mother, with your uncle and auntie. And that time it was as if the cul-de-sac, the end of our life. Isn't it? Now you look back. Are you proud of your behavior? Swamiji, at times, when I remember my childhood, I come to know how foolish I was. It is not a history, it is a present state also. Therefore, friends, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. Now, what is the meaning of being cheerful? Up to here we have come yesterday. What is the meaning of being happy? Being happy doesn't mean all the time, hey. That is being foolish. You must have seen there is one club called as the Laughing Club. Do you have here? You don't have? You have? Throughout the world there are Laughing Club. And there is one laughing day. Recently the day was over, about last month, April. So, in that laughing club, in the morning, all these useless people come together and stand in a row, rather circle. And in the morning, everybody is nicely sleeping, fighting, going to bathroom, waiting in the queue. So many things are going on. And these people around and raise their hand and loudly, ha ha, they don't laugh, but ha 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 ha, start laughing. That is not being happy. Being happy means what? Bhagavan Sri Krishna's words. First, you don't bring your past in the present. Na shochati. No regrets, no frustration, no vengeance. See? The magnanimity of human life is the ability to forget, not remember. See the joy of forgetting. Take money from the people. They will remember, you forget comfortably. See? Imagine if we had not been blessed with the faculty to forget, what would have happened? Suppose I remember my last life, earlier 10 lives. And in front of me, one Mr. and Mrs. Donkey are coming. And I remember, in my last life, I was a donkey. Mom, Dad, how come you are here? What a tragedy it will be. Is it not? Now to save us from that tragic existence, God has blessed us that we don't remember anything of the past. Now extend that faculty. Don't dig the old dead graveyards and bring out the rotting stuff called as the dead memories of the past. See, if you just think what we talk is only about the past. Once I was going from Bombay to Delhi by train, and I normally avoid talking to people because it's the same thing. Swamiji, we are seen on TV. Swamiji, how come you have come out of TV? And there was the whole I came from there. All nonsense. Now where from you are your parents alive, why, and why you are not married, and why you are married, and why you became Babaji, when you came on this line, all kinds of unwanted questions. So what do? I take out my mala and shows, मैं जप कर रहा हूँ. Please tell about yourself. Now that person starts. You know, before partition, actually we belonged to Baghdad. And there, my great-grandfather used to sell the Kabuli chana. That means from there, 3 generations now you have to listen. And then it started, this happened, that happened. Then my parents migrated to the earlier India, not the present one. And then there was partition, and then we were divided, and I lost everything, and I came to Bombay, and then we were settled in that Ulhasnagar, and then I have done this thing, I have cheated this fellow, cut his throat and cut his pocket, because he's a tailor. And then he has... And then he became like that, and I got settled, and I got married, and then everything is all right. And then what happened, my children are grown up now, everything by God's grace is okay. And in between I'll keep on giving him chabi. Really? So he gets more inspired. And like that finally they told, Papa, you get trouble in Bombay because of the humidity. You go to Delhi, it's a dry climate, it will be good for you. Oh, really? Then I got into this train. Really? Then what happened? Then I was talking to you and you told me to tell about myself. Really? Then what happened? The moment you come in the present, you have nothing to talk. Think. All of us talk only about the dead past. See? This is one of the biggest misery in human history. Very important. Don't dig the past. Start living in the utter present. Every day start fresh. See? Then only we are happy. Otherwise the old stuff, जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, बाढ़ में गए, तुम भी जाओ. Start living in the present. Then you are happy. The second thing that we do in our life, he is worrying about the future. I don't know what is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen. Till then what has happened? Nothing. Nothing is going to happen. Whether you are alive or dead, the world has no regrets about your presence or absence. Please remember this important principle. In Kathopanishad, Nachiket tells his father, Sasyamiva martyaha pachyate, sasyamiva jayate punaha. Like the grass we are born, and like the grass we are cut. See, all of us know our parents. Some of us know our grandparents. Very few of us know our great-grandparents. None of us even suspect that there was a 4th generation fellow anywhere. The same story is going to happen to us. So in this short little period of time that we are here, why not celebrate life? See? As I told, when I know, and see, with this attitude when you live, you can never be miserable. See, as I am in Arvind's place, the other day in one of the places, I think in Australia somewhere, one boy asked me this question. Swamiji, what is the secret? I don't understand. You are just like me. But when you were coming and everybody was so happy and excited, Swamiji is coming, Swamiji is coming. What is the secret that people are so happy about your coming? I said the secret is, before my coming, they know when I am going. That is the secret. Therefore, with every additional day of my stay, my host becomes more and more happy. Because less and less number of days I am going to stay. That is why I always count down, never count up. Once you take this view of life, whatever little time we have to spend in this world, live in the utter present. Now see, the last and the best conclusion, if you can catch it. When I talk to somebody with 100% presence, it is called as love. When I do any job with 100% involvement, it is called as karma yoga, brahma karma samadhina. When I read something with 100% availability, then in one go I understand everything. And when I sit for meditation and fully available for meditation, in a snap you are out of this world. Therefore, spiritual practice, what Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells, is this simple. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na shochati, past is erased, na kangshati, future is not worried about, and in the present, fully available. Whatever you are doing, live in the present cheerfully and happily. Bhagavan says, Mad Bhaktim Labhate Param. This is called as devotion. And what devotion? Para Bhakti. That is the ultimate in human existence. Therefore, friend, what Bhagavad Gita tells us is only this simple message. We are here only for one purpose, and that is be happy. In this whole world, we all have to live on faith or trust. There is no way out. You know, when that 9/11 happened in USA, after that I was back to India, before that rather, and then I was flying to Australia. So I went to check in my luggage, and I checked in and came back in 5 minutes. So I came out of the airport and my friend was waiting. Swami, how come so quickly? I said, there was no rush at all. So I finished quickly and came, we'll have coffee. Why there is no rush? I said, there are only 70 passengers. 370 is the capacity, only 70. What is the reason? I said, I also asked, why there is no? So they say many of the people have cancelled their flights because of 9/11, and therefore, he says, Swamiji, you are not afraid? I said, why should I be afraid? No, suppose something happens. I said, look here, when anybody dies, he dies alone. So after that, we have to go, no company. Here, 70 of us will die together, so we'll have company. I don't know what you are made up of. Look here, in this world, we survive on faith and mutual trust. There is no other way, and that is the inner strength. See, we go to so many places and take food. Do we know what is inside? This is strictly vegetarian. Once I was flying by some of the airlines, and I said vegetarians, and they gave a nice fish and chicken and everything. I said, this is non-vegetarian. No, this is vegetarian. I said, this is fish. Yeah, this is fish. Then this is non-vegetarian. No, this is non-vegetarian. You eat it. It is vegetarian. See, I said, okay, I am not feeling well, I will not eat, okay? Take it away. Now, when you are living in this world, these are the two strengths with which we can sail through the difficult tides of life. First is faith in God, and second is mutual trust when we live in this world. If these two things are gone, life becomes like a bird who has got one wing well developed and other wing ill developed. So what will happen? He will do flutter a lot, but the small wing becomes a pivot and the long wing becomes a circle, and it keeps on moving in that circle. In the same manner, life becomes impossible. Therefore, friends, let us discover His presence in everyone who comes in our contact. Let us start living in the utter present. All the past is dead and gone. We have no choice whether we want to live in the past or in the future. We have to live in the present. Now be very attentive. If we have to live in the present, and if we have determined that only today I am going to be happy, okay? From tomorrow I will be miserable. You can never be miserable because tomorrow never comes. So as we postpone everything, procrastination, postpone misery. If you are feeling down, miserable, अच्छा कल miserable हो जाएंगे, आज मजा. See, who knows what is going to happen tomorrow? And thus, open up, open up, open up, and embrace the whole world with pure divine love. That is what Bhagavan Sri Krishna did. And therefore, when these gopis asked him, we want to cross this Yamuna ji, but there is too much of water, how we go? Bhagavan says, you tell her that I have told, and they got this. Then the Mahabharata war was fought, and this Parikshit in the womb of Uttara was killed by the Brahmastra of Ashwathama, and he was stillborn. That time she comes and tells the Lord, please awaken my child, otherwise our clan will end here. That time Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, if I have hatred in my heart for anybody, this child will not become alive. See, can we say like that? And the child became alive. See, that is important. Let our heart be full of love, purity. Accept the world as it is. Yesterday's thought, don't forget. And when you start living with that spirit, you have digested the whole Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, you must have seen, we go before the Lord, tabla petinu, maili chadar ka oda ke kaise, dwar tumhare. Real Bhagavad Gita must be lifted from the book, brought in the head, digested in the head, and it must percolate in the heart and flood as love for everyone. Then Bhagavad Gita is studied, read, understood, practiced. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।